Greetings to you from the United States of America, from South Africa, from all over the universe. You joined us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, top of the time zone. I'm Alan C. We got Johnny J in the house, president and manager of Intervision FM. You're not going to want to miss today's podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about music, a lot about unity, and how we can solve the world's problems here on Intervision FM.
And for some reason, we don't have James Brown or some of our other people. So we're going to get into the show. I think they're taking a vacation.
Hey, dead people take vacations, folks.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, guys. This is good. It's always interesting. So,
got DJ Wood Fresh in the house. Got a guy by the name of Sonny, who is a member of the Denver Arts Society. We're going to talk a little bit about music with this guy. You're not want to miss this. We got sponsors, Christian Brothers Moving Company in Englewood, Colorado, and also in Phoenix, Arizona, and somewhere in Texas. Texas is a big state. We lost track of them, but they won't lose track of your stuff, I promise. Just give them a call. We've got Denver Arts and Venues and Eeny Meeny Grants. They help us to promote grassroots musicians, whether they're physically disabled or financially challenged. Hit us up at www.intervisionrecords.org for any of the events, and info@intervisionfm.com is how you can join our newsletter and be kept abreast of all of our ever-changing subjects.
Yeah, and we got a new sponsor too, Bondsfield Foundation. I met them at a dinner for the mayor's, what was it called? The mayor's, it was a mayor's luncheon or something to that effect. And I met this lady there and we started talking, and she said, well, we have one for $65,000, but you can't get that grant until you get this other grant. And I said, well, okay, let me apply for the other grant. And then next year we'll apply for the other one. So, thumbs up to the Bondsfield Foundation, that the lady was there, and she was so nice to let me know how I can apply for it, and I did, and we ended up getting it. So that works.
God is good, ladies and gentlemen. PayPal.me/Intervision Denver is how you can best help us with some donations to keep the lights on.
Yeah, and stay tuned for this coming Wednesday. We're going to be teaching the course on how to get your song in the top 200 Billboard. Because sometimes you hear on the radio station, oh, this song was number 10 in 1983 or number 15 in 19 or 2000 something. Well, how do you get stations to be able to say the name of your band and when it was, what number it was? We're going to show you this Wednesday, and then we're going to have a master class the following Monday for those of you who want to go to the next level. So stay tuned for that. And then tomorrow we're going to have Jimmy Tillman on, and he's going to be talking about some things about women's sports and men who are pretending to be women going into those sports. So we're going to be talking about that. So that's going to be pretty controversial. So it's going to be a blockbuster week this week.
Sounds like it. Hey, Sonny, you with us?
Yes. Hey, I could hear you guys.
Take it away, DJ Woogie Fresh.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's so good to be here. I'm glad to be here with Intervision and all of you guys here today. You know, we got an exciting show lined up for you. I'm DJ Woogie Fresh here with Intervision FM, and I have a new mixtape, a new soundtrack that I just put out. You know, and it's got my single on it. It's called Microphone Checker. Is the single, and on top of the single, I also included all my whole label that of artists bonus tracks. It's also a full length CD, okay, and I have also bonus tracks from my whole label of other underground artists, you know, from G Flow Records, and it's on that CD. The CD is called Rock the Mic. I have that CD out. I'm also working on future releases, more singles to be coming out really soon. And one of the artists I'll be bringing out, I have on the air right now. He is the music director, okay, from Denver Art Society, and he is in charge of booking all of the talent that comes through Denver Art Society on First Fridays. And First Fridays, you can come through there, check out the gallery, check out the art at Denver Art Society, and also check out the live music in the house today. I have one of my brothers right here coming from Denver Art Society, the music director. His name is Sonny. Sonny, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. All right. And Sonny, I'm so glad you can make it to the show. I know that you've been working there at Denver Art Society a very long time. You've done a lot of different things there. Besides just art, I mean, you also arrange a lot of the music and do the booking there. I know that it started off as just a First Friday thing, but now it's gotten so busy over there. You're doing music just about every Friday.
Yes, we do because of course the first Friday is the main event that we do for live music. Now everybody wants to join in the first Friday, and we do have limited time. We have from 5 p.m. to almost like midnight with all of kinds of bands and performers playing. So I have to extend it to like every Fridays of the month. So the second Fridays we do an open mic night, which is really, really picking up well. And the third and fourth Fridays we try to do that. And those bands that I have to turn away for first Fridays, we book them like a third and fourth Fridays. And it's really working well, and we are glad to help out the music scene in the Denver metro area, and of course, not only that, with art and music combined, it's really universal, we unite the community with these things that, art and music, ideas and, projects and everything.
Now, Sonny, would you agree that arts and music are expression of free speech, and that First Amendment being the bedrock and cornerstone of the United States Constitution, that arts and music, because it being an expression of free speech, should be promoted, protected, saved,
Oh, definitely.
kept-
Totally.
Hmm.
And it's
Yeah,
one of those things that we have to make everyone aware of, especially our politicians, really.
Yeah, it is interesting because music does unite the world. We were talking earlier before the show, and the idea being you can't make the world go round without a little song, and this kind of thing. And so, arts, paintings, sculpting, all kinds of stuff are great. But there's nothing better than a good hoedown. There's nothing better than a line dance. There's nothing better than a mosh pit if you're a heavy metal guy. There's nothing better than just uniting the entire spectrum of our society through its music, its art, its entertainment, this type of thing.
And tell us like some of the artists that have come through, like we out here may not know them, but like some of the artists that either rappers or guitarists or bands, and for when the bands come in, is it like a different type of setup? Because it takes a little bit longer to set up a band than it does like maybe a single guitarist and stuff like that.
Right.
Tell us, how do you work that, Sonny?
Well, yeah, we do, for example, yeah, it is really hard to organize and manage a live music. So every for full band, we do assign them a 1 hour time slot, and that time slot includes setup and takedown, right? But we
Yeah.
do have crews, we have sound men and everything to assist everyone to make that happen. Although we do advertise or promote live music for all those bands from 5 to 10, you normally will extend those hours to almost midnight to accommodate them. What I'm talking about is that I want to make sure that those, like for bands, they have at least 45 to 50 minutes of play time. For those that are solo artists and everything, at least 30 minutes of play time or close. So we do have them, and then over the years we were able to master those setup and takedowns for the bands. So actually working out really well, and I have a crew of musicians and sound man and everything that takes care of those bands.
Now,
And we do after the show too. I mean, we do promote them to our social media platforms.
fantastic.
So we send all those clips and everything, audio or videos, and we send it to everyone so they would be aware of what we're doing.
Now
And
you're
also
having
at the same time we're promoting the bands.
okay. So you're having something coming up on June 1st, I guess the first Friday in June 1st. Tell us about that lineup and things
Oh
that are
yeah,
happening.
so for the next first Friday in June, that'll be June 2nd, right? I already have a complete lineup of players. Like we have Emily Coy, is a solo artist, and then we got Occam's Rose, which is a solo artist, and we got DJ Scape, also DJ and a rap artist. And my band Pilot House is also going to be performing part of the lineup. And again, also the Smokestacks Relics. So we're talking about 6 performers that night, just
Wow.
the first Friday alone.
And it starts at what time again?
So it goes back from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the evening.
5 to 10. Okay, and then so you ask people to be there hour earlier, right, for sound check and whatever, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. And is like, or do you have like food and drinks served there too, or is it?
Yeah, we do. We do have. We obtain a license for serving, wine and beer.
Mhm.
So we sell those over, from 5 to 10 p.m. Actually, we could also sell it from until 11 p.m. So that's a license is called for. So we're lucky enough to have that license, and that's why it's very important to us that we have sales so that we could pay for those licensing and all. So because we're nonprofit, so we do what we can to, accumulate funds to survive, I guess.
Yeah. And where are you located again?
So we're looking at a 734 Santa Fe Drive in Denver, Colorado. It's located in a Santa Fe Art District.
Oh, okay.
That place well. I
Yeah.
remember. Tell me, I think our best bet is to go ahead and post some of these links, Johnny, after the show has gone live. This way, folks that do catch the replay, you know what, folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching YouTube, set the notification all. But, hit us up at info@intervisionfm.com, Johnny. I'm sorry, Sonny, so that Johnny can pretty much, post all the pertinent links so that we could get you some visibility and that kind of thing. We're also joined by Teri, and DJ Woogie is monster. He's booking people right and left. Tell us a little bit about our next guest, DJ.
Yes, sir. Yes, thanks, Alan. I want to bring on another special guest. Another guest that I want to bring on is a mentor with me as well. Really been showing me over years and years, teaching me, how to buy real estate. And she's a real estate agent as well, and been a real estate agent for a very long time, and is also a wellness life coach, so is also helps people with health and wellness as well. I want to welcome to the show Teri.
Just for our benevolent overlords at YouTube, this is not real estate advice, financial advice, any sort of promotion or any of this. We just have a roundtable discussion like this, and often we'll have guests on to kind of talk a little bit about what they do in their lives. So, without further ado,
I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yes.
hi.
Oh, good. I am actually still in my car on my way to my office.
Wow.
So, thank you so much for having me. Yes, I have known TJ for a while now, and I am I love what I do with real estate and making sure I can help people that are willing to do the work. And DJ has always been determined, so I
Okay.
am here to help wherever I can. And
I can ask you this. Okay, you help people like first-time home buyers, but now I heard that with this administration, they flipped it. It used to be that if you had good credit, that you get lower rates. Now they flipped it where if you have bad credit, you get better rates. How are you working that? Or is that, I mean, because
It almost sounds like if you have worked all your life and done the right things, you're kind of having to pay more.
well, it's actually an individual thing because, yes, everything changes all the time in real estate. And so if we are dealing with something like this, then I talk to you as my client and say, it's a business decision for you. Is this going to work for you? And so here's what's available. And you have to make a business decision because it's going to be your purchase. So and I probably don't have any control over, all of a sudden something changed like that. So I just make it a business decision for my client.
okay. So like, okay, say my credit is like 730. That's what my credit is now. Okay. So if I'm a first home buyer, I'm in my 60s. So would you recommend like someone for myself, maybe to get like to go for like maybe a 15-year mortgage because I may live to be 90, like 94, like my mother, but I may not. So
oh my God. Yes, that might be because of the age, something you want to look at and see if that is going to work for you. Because right. See, when you get in your 60s, you never know, right? I guess that's the case. But if you live another 30 years, that's fine. But then you're also setting up some type of like, what happens if I can't be in this home anymore? You have to set that up outside of the home purchase.
like insurance. Like insurance, like
an estate plan, like, something that is set so that someone can take over the home.
Oh yeah.
And if something happens to you. And that, I mean, being 60, yes. I mean, anything could happen to anybody. So those are good things for everybody to do, even if you're 35 years old. So
what you suggest, like say if I want to, like, it's probably like Wiggins been talking to you about this. If you want to own property, like maybe like commercial property, would commercial property pay more than like residential if you want to have residual income?
Oh yeah, I have a thing, and I just started talking about this more, is that if you can buy an investment property, even if it's a duplex, fourplex, or commercial property or building, like I had this thing called Black Girls Buying Buildings. Let's get out there and buy some buildings, because you can do some different things with the building that you can't do with a home. But if you really, really want to live in that building of duplex, fourplex, triplex, whatever, can be something worth looking into, where you can live in part of it and lease it out, or have a family member live in it, part of it, if you're going to take care of a family member or have a family member that you don't mind being close to.
Yeah, because I have my mother and dad, they left us their house, and my two brothers and sister are living there, and they wanted me to join them. And I said, I was with you guys when I was younger. I've had enough. So
No, yeah, but those are the cases. And so as we get older, there are a whole lot of things you can talk about that happens for seniors, like reverse mortgages and stuff like that. But let's not go into all of that today.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you got fixed rate mortgages, you've got adjustable rate mortgages, you've got
Exactly.
mortgages, you've got all kinds of crazy stuff to really consider as you do grow older. But the big thing to realize is, you know, there are people out there like what you do, Teri, that are able and willing to help. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the big thing is unity.
Yeah,
that's
now,
the big thing.
If people are just now catching, go ahead, Teri.
One more thing, I am a veteran, and
For your service.
I am a veteran. I was in the U.S. Army many years ago, and so one of the things I like to do is help veterans with their real estate needs. So I'm, my company. I'm with a local company called Brokers Guild Homes, and so any veterans that are out there, I have, I would love to talk to you because that's really one of the things that I am working on now to get in touch with the veterans that are out there.
Hey, give your contact, and we have some more questions for you, but give your contact for people who just join us. Give us your title as, and then email or some way that people can get a hold of you, and then we're going to continue talking to you.
Okay. Well, I'm Teri Sewell. I'm with Brokers Guild. I'm an associate broker with them, and maybe I can come back and talk about my wellness coaching another time. But I do have a Facebook page, Buy Homes from Teri, and I think the other one's Earth Friendly Real Estate, and so that's on Facebook. And let's see, what else would you want to know? TeriSewell@gmail.com is my email.
Yeah, we have about 4 minutes left. So you do something in wellness training or teaching?
Yes, Johnny, that's what.
Go ahead.
Teri, that's what I wanted to. I'm sorry to interrupt. Teri, that's Johnny, that's it right there, Johnny. That's what I wanted to bring out is Teri, you specialize in working with people and finding, finding the right home for the right person for the right situation. I mean, you specialize in so many areas, you know what I'm saying? But I think what's really unique too is like you can also work with people like myself, like that the low income people and show them how to also buy a house for themselves, So I wanted to ask you if you can talk a little bit, maybe programs for low income people.
Well, I do have some connections that I work with. So yes, if you are not like, I guess you want to say low income, if you are determined or really interested in buying a house, we can put together some programs. And I mean, some of the old ones that have been around forever is CHAPA or whatever, but there's a lot more. And I have a mortgage person that I work with, and he will keep in touch with you for if it takes 3 months or 3 years, so that you can work through the steps to get you to the point where you can buy a house. And then I'm right along with that. But I can't really name any specific programs.
No, that's okay.
Okay, how about this? When you say like you work with yourself, so, okay, say like a person has good credit, they have an income of let's say $55,000, which I guess that's still like close to a low income. Are you talking about somebody like that who's pretty steady over the last say like, and I'm talking about myself over the last 30 years, you're talking about people like that are pretty steady and they pay their bills on time and they can manage it and have a 6-month like emergency fund. So if something happens, they're not in panic, like, how am I going to fix this boiler in my house or whatever, You're talking about training like that or even more.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, it seems like you're on the right track. You kind of understand the pieces, but we will consult with you to see if all those, what else is missing. How, I think you mentioned your credit score. It sounds fine, but if you needed to raise your credit score, all the things that you need to look at to put in place, even if it's just paying off something, paying down some bills, whatever, that'll give you a better, to make you a better shopper for a house. So all those things will be put together for you, and then it's up to you to take all the steps.
Yeah. Now, the Pavel, he has a question. Go ahead. Our friend from South Africa there.
Okay. Good evening or good morning to you guys. I just want to ask a question. Right. I want to ask a question to Teri, since she is a real estate agent. Okay, let's say, for example, a person, let's say, like, for example, from South Africa wants to come and maybe purchase a house, but wants to stay in America. And then what the proceedings, or what is the process when it comes to that?
It will be noted in the contract some way that this is mostly for selling a house. I know that if you are a foreign person, you have to say that you are a foreign person, but I don't see anything stopping you from buying a house. It's just that when it gets a little bit complicated, but it can be handled, and you can buy a home here. I don't think it's anything stopping you from buying a home and getting a 30-year mortgage. But that is a question maybe we can talk about offline. But I do know that some of the contracts will deal with the fact that it's a foreign person buying a house, and that's for some of that's more for tax reasons and things like that, and how to handle the money may need to put aside differently than if you were a U.S. citizen. So.
Yeah, let's give your information again, Teri, for people that would like to get a hold of you, because I know you're going to probably get flooded because this is a topic that a lot of people are interested in. So
I would love to hear from people. My Teri Sewell, and it's Teri Sewell, S like Sam, EWELL @gmail.com, and that's a good way to get in touch with me. And I do have a phone number, 720-318-4404. I don't mind people texting me, but you have to tell me who you are when you text.
Yeah, and where did you, and how did you hear about her too? Because that helps us to let us know that. Yeah, the word's getting out. Okay, well, we really appreciate you being on the show, and we thank DJ Wookie Fresh for lining this up.
Thanks, Sonny, for joining us.
This was great, and I will hopefully get to chat with you all later.
All right.
Folks, get to join us for Jimmy Lee Tillman. Jimmy Lee Tillman is running for.
Well, he was running, but now he's involved with other political things, and he's going to be it's a pretty controversial thing about women, guys playing women's sports and stuff like that. There's a bill that's going across in Congress, so he wants to talk about that tomorrow. So we're going to be talking to him concerning that. And,
we looked at the naked tree trunks.
So it's going to be interesting. All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow here on and tonight we're going to be talking to an artist who's in New York. He's a blind artist, and join us tonight at 5:00 for our show tonight as well. So
5 Mountain Standard Time, 5 p.m. Casterny Bussy is the gentleman, and we'll be talking a little bit about a new record label.
Oh yes, definitely.